Scams, pickpockets, fraudulent credit card charges, all things that we need to be aware of when we're traveling. And if you think it can't happen to you, think again, because even the most seasoned traveler I've ever met, like our next guest, can fall victim to this. Unfortunately, here to share his experience with being scammed and tips on how to avoid it is Lauren Christie, who's a travel journalist. You are a travel journalist, and this happened to you.
It can happen to all of us.
So what happened?
So we were on a 3-week trip to Europe by train last week, all over, and it was a little bit of a mix of business and pleasure. So we had our laptops and things with us because we were working. We had one night in Barcelona, so we decided let's just stay close to the train station. Checked into a hotel, which is part of an international brand, so felt very comfortable. I walked in and went to the front desk, and in hindsight, looking back, we realized the front desk agent was the only hotel staff person in the entire lobby. My husband sat down on a chair, put his bag down, and was just sitting there, and a guy came up between him and the wall, but he was facing the wall, and started doing weird hand gestures and making sounds, and Peter was like, that's weird. Guy left. Peter went down to pick up his bag, and when he picked up his bag, it was not his black knapsack. It was another black knapsack full of children's dirty clothes.
No.
And he kind of jumped up and screamed and then turned around, and the guy that was doing the dance and another guy were out the door with his bag.
You're kidding.
No, it's crazy.
That is.
Yeah.
And so then what happened? What did you do?
Well, apart from trying to give a little bit of chase, but didn't do very well, they were gone.
Right.
You know, we went to the hotel manager and they said, sorry, not much we can do, and gave us a few points, yay. Called the police, but the police didn't come. And so, you know, we lost a bag that had, you know, a laptop, nice glasses, earphone chargers, and the silver lining was a 3-day-old salad that my husband had been carrying around with him. So
yeah, take
I was
that.
like, I hope you get food poisoning. But anyway.
Yeah, I know. I mean, what's a violating experience? So this happened to you. It can happen to anybody. Yep. So if something like this does happen, what are the steps that we should go through?
Well, the police did not come, as I said, but we did go to the police. So go to the police station, file a police report. It's absolutely important because you need to have a documentation if you want to do a claim.
Okay.
The good news is that when we got home and checked our home insurance policy, is that it was covered. So theft, even if you were abroad, theft of your articles were covered under our home insurance policy anyway. The bad news was, once we talked to the person on the other end of the line, there's a $500 deductible, and our premium was going to go up by about 15%. So when we did the math, the salad was not worth that much. We didn't want to do it.
And in terms of going to the police station, I would think that could be quite intimidating for people. What's that experience like? You
know, it was okay. I mean, it was very chaotic. We understood why they didn't come because it was a pretty busy spot. Yeah. But it was just monotonous, is what it was. It was fine. They were perfectly pleasant.
And your point is a good one. You need that documentation, I'm sure.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, because you need to prove that this happened. So, what advice would you give people who wind up in a situation similar?
First of all, before you're going, research the destination. We all knew, most people know, we knew that Barcelona is renowned for pickpockets, but this was a little level up. This felt very calculated, and it did not feel great.
Well, so the fact that they also had a black backpack.
Oh, it was targeted and calculated, like there's no question. So this was beyond pickpockets, but if we should have just been a little bit more aware, and I think we were overly confident because we travel a lot. Read the hotel reviews. This is what we didn't do. And when we went back after the fact, that hotel, although being part of a large chain of a hotel where you would expect certain levels of service and security, lots of reviews on there about similar things happening to them.
No way.
And had we known that, we probably wouldn't have stayed there or at least been on our guard. And then, of course, keep your real valuables on your body. So that was our good news. Peter did have a money belt, and he had his passport, his wallet, and his phone in that money belt.
Thank goodness.
So although it was a drag, it didn't stop our trip because we had those other things.
I'm so sorry this happened to you guys. But you're here to tell us and to let all of
exactly.
That's right. You're like a method traveler. You live it so that it doesn't happen to us. Lauren Christie, always good to see you. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.